Good morning, students. Today we are continuing with the same chapter, that is excess demand and the deficient demand. Now, students, I think you can understand what is excess demand, what is deficient demand, what are the reason of excess demand and what are the reason of deficient demand. Excess demand and deficient demand arises at the point of equilibrium level, either above the equilibrium level or below the equilibrium level. Excess demand will be above the equilibrium level and deficient demand will be below the equilibrium level. And this excess demand and deficient demand is a problem because both are not desirable for the economy. Our economy needs equilibrium level, and it will be happen only when AD is equals to AS. That means aggregate demand is equals to aggregate supply. And when AD is more than AS or either AD is less than AS, both the situation are not desirable for the economy, and it will create inflation or deflation, that is excess demand and deficient demand in the economy. Inflation and deflation means price rise and the price fall. Both are not good for the economy. And this type of problem arises, that inflation arises when there will be excess demand in the economy, that AD is more than S. That means the actual aggregate demand is more than the required demand in the economy. And that means it is a situation of excess demand and it brings inflation in the economy. And deficient demand means that AD is less than AS, that aggregate demand is less than the actual aggregate demand in the economy, and this situation creates unsold goods to the producer. That means the goods are producer are not able to sell the output, and then he will decrease the price, and in this way it will create deflation, means price fall in the economy. So both excess demand and deficient demands are not good for the economy. So we have to control the situation. If excess demand or the deficient demand arise in the economy, so we have to control the excess demand and deficient demand, and this situation will be controlled either by the government and either by the RBI. RBI is also controlling the money supply, that is inflation and deflation, and that you have studied in the monetary policy. Government is equally responsible for controlling the situation of excess demand and deficient demand in the economy, and how this excess demand and deficient demand can be controlled. So this excess and deficient demand arise because of aggregate demand, that when aggregate demand is more or less with the actual aggregate demand required to make a full employment level in the economy, and when AD and AD will be more or AD is less according to aggregate supply, so then it will be called the problem of excess demand and the deficient demand. Excess demand and deficient demands should be controlled, and it is necessary that it should be controlled because these two situations are not desirable for the economy. Excess demand is also not desirable and even the deficient demand is not desirable. दोनों ही सिचुएशन जो है रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, डिजायरेबल नहीं है. हमारी इकोनॉमी को चाहिए इक्विलिब्रियम लेवल, और इक्विलिब्रियम लेवल तभी आएगा जब एग्रीगेट डिमांड और एग्रीगेट सप्लाई दोनों इक्वल होंगे. अगर एग्रीगेट डिमांड बढ़ेगी एग्रीगेट सप्लाई से तो एक्सेस डिमांड कहलाएगी, और एग्रीगेट डिमांड एग्रीगेट सप्लाई से कम हो जाएगी तो डेफिशिएंट डिमांड कहलाएगी. मीन्स दोनों ही सिचुएशन में प्रॉब्लम विल बी देयर. दोनों ही सिचुएशन में आइदर इन्फ्लेशनरी गैप और द डिफ्लेशनरी गैप अराइजेस. So we have to control the situation. We can control the situation that there are some measures to control the problem of excess demand and deficient demand, that it can be solved or it can be controlled by government or either by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So how we can control the problem of excess demand and deficient demand? Now there are different measures to control excess demand and deficient demand. First is change in government spending. Government spending, that government is doing so many expenditures for the public welfare activities, for the production activities, for defense purchase and so on. So we have to control the expenditure. To control the excess demand and deficient demand, we have to control the expenditure of the government also, that either government expenditure should be increased or either expenditure should be decreased according to the situation. So we can control the government spending, we can change the government spendings to control the problem of एक्सेस डिमांड एंड डेफिशिएंट डिमांड. एक्सेस डिमांड और डेफिशिएंट डिमांड की प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए हमें गवर्नमेंट की स्पेंडिंग का हम हेल्प ले सकते हैं. दैट गवर्नमेंट जो स्पेंड करती है, एक्सपेंडिचर्स करती है, उसको हम चेंज कर सकते हैं. चेंज की आइदर इट शुड बी इंक्रीज और आइदर इट शुड बी डिक्रीज. नाउ सेकंड इज चेंज इन टैक्सेस. देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टैक्सेस वी आर पेइंग टू द गवर्नमेंट, एंड दैट टैक्सेस वी आर पेइंग फ्रॉम आवर डिस्पोजेबल इनकम ओनली. हम अपनी इनकम से ही टैक्सेस को पे करते हैं. दैट टैक्सेस में भी डायरेक्ट टैक्स एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स. There are some tax which are direct and there are indirect tax. Direct tax, you know, that is income tax is a direct tax, and rest all other taxes are known as indirect tax, which is known as GST nowadays. So that change in taxes को भी हम कम या ज़्यादा करके इन्फ्लेशन और डिफ्लेशन इन एक्सेस डिमांड और डिफिशिएंट डिमांड को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. दैट वी शुड इंक्रीज द टैक्सेस और आइदर गवर्नमेंट शुड decrease the taxes. So that should also be done, that we should change the taxes and so to control the problem of excess demand and deficient demand. Next will be the change in the money supply or availability of credit. Change in the money supply or availability of credit is also one of the measure to control the money supply in the economy, that already you have studied in the chapter banking monetary policy of the RBI. But this year this should not be, topic will be deleted from your syllabus, because monetary policy is not coming in your exam. So monetary policy, I already, you know, that it is used by the Reserve Bank of India to control the money supply, that is the problem of inflation and deflation. So there are three measures to control the problem of excess demand and deficient demand, that either by government and either by RBI. When the government is controlling the money supply, it is known as that means in the problem of excess demand and deficient demand, it is known as the fiscal policy of the government. Fiscal policy, you know, this fiscal, FISCAL, fiscal policy. And this policy is also known as revenue and expenditure policy of the government. This is known as fiscal policy, revenue and expenditure policy, and also it is known as budgetary policy. So this will be done by the government to control the problem of excess demand and deficient demand.